Great day, great life, great now, beautiful Vibrillionaire, Vibrillionex, life, soul, family. We're coming on January 22nd, 2025, and I've been having some technological challenges, adventures. So if I haven't uploaded in the other channels, please thank you for your patience. We will be uploading those videos shortly, if not tomorrow. One thing I did want to talk about today is on January 25th, we're going to have 25, we're going to have 7 planets that are going to be in complete alignment. And you're going to be able to see them, according to what we're being told, from Earth. We're going to be able to see them. And why am I sharing this? Because at first, and I want to share some things with you today that I want to give you an opportunity that if you're stuck in life, if you find yourself, going through chaos and what seems to be confusion, and you would love clarity, you would love the calmness, the reassurance from a greater, deeper, more real place. Let me turn off. Okay, I'm having challenges with the internet, so not a coincidence. Because this is what we're talking about. This is your Vibrillionaire, Vibrillionex forecast, which is, it is said that there's a portal opening right now. And it's been opening. Let me tell you, your portal is always open deep inside of you. You don't need to wait for a certain date. However, collectively, we can no longer run from ourselves. It is a collective agreement for us to reawaken. And we're seeing it. And this has nothing to do with what's going on the outside, yet the outside is a small mirror into what's really unfolding from the inside. So it's not about the president. It's not about all these different things that are happening outside of us. These are windows of whispers of what is attempting to point and guide and remind us what's inside. So this is the Schumann resonance. And this is today's date. Right here is today's date. This is the Schumann resonance that I've said this before, so you can go back on the videos, as I don't want to take too much time explaining the Schumann resonance. Hey, Daniel Bowling, great to see you, beautiful mirror. Looking forward to connecting soon. So this is the Schumann resonance. And what this is, these are sensors all around the planet that are reading the emotional frequency level and state of people's emotional state, people's perceptual state, and people's thought of how people are thinking. We're literally seeing the brain scan of Gaia right here. If you want to see it in a simplified version of what we can explain simply what's going on. So, my cat is over here. So this is a zoom in on today's date. And what you're seeing is the blue is your average consciousness. Your 9 to 5, your work and all that, right? People are just in the average state of consciousness. When you're seeing the greens, these are people that are working on themselves. When you're seeing the whites, these are people that are not just people. This is nature. These are states that are holding the Christ light, the Buddha light, the God light within them. And that's you. This is not something that you need to wait for a certain time, but yet collectively we're being called that we can no longer hide, run, ignore ourselves. And I know that a lot of you can feel what I'm talking about because it's feeling like you have nowhere to go. A lot of people are not able to sleep at night. So I want to give you a little whisper about what I'm co-creating with whoever you are. This is the Vibrillionaire life. Now, this is the scale. When you hear me talk about Vibrillionaire, this is the vision that came. And this is from what we call the work. So this right here is 10% of 10% of your thinking, your physical. That's why I said 99.9% is nothing. This is who you truly are. Spirit, inner G, inner God. Nothing, yet everything, matter, reality, substance, is 0.006 times and then 1% of reality. So what you take so personal, what you feel is so challenging, it's because the persona that you think you are is thinking that it does it itself. And you're not alone. There's so much resources You could talk about ancestral energy. You could talk about angelic energy. You could talk about cosmic energy. It's all the same thing. It's all accessible to you right here, right now. And the reason why it feels so challenging is because you're resisting the very thing that is calling you home. So this is another graph that I'm working on. You know, stay stuck, blocked, free flow state. And it's a pyramid or a triangle that goes inward, but it's like a vortex, and it's going deeper inside your consciousness. So I'll explain that, whoever wants to know. And then this is the crazy thing. What we're perceiving right now, what we're watching this video, this is another dimension of reality, which we can call the virtual state of reality. So this virtual reality space is 10%, 10% of 10% of 10% of 0.1%. And why can I say this? Because what you're seeing at me as through pixels. So I'm not even real. I'm not there. I'm not there on your screen. But yet your virtual reality makes you think that I'm real. Yet we are all here. Truly, we're all here. We're just projecting this space, no different than we're projecting virtual space. So this is another one. So anyways, I'm working on putting all this together. So I'm not going to explain everything here. But the one thing that I'm going to tell you is we're all, thank you. Thank you for all of you that are loving yourself, that are doing the work. And I want to share with you this. uh, 2025, we're in 122. So we're in this portal of this collective reawakening. And we're being called to unite. We're being called to come together, not just externally, but internally. Because I could not unite with anyone externally because I was going to be in the fear. I was going to be in the seeking validation. I was going to be in the not worthiness, not enoughness, all these different stories. So I wasn't going to be present with anyone. So being present with yourself is not just a gift that you give to yourself, a gift you give to others. So why is this so important? Because so many people are looking outside of themselves and, you know, seeing the state of the world. The president just got inaugurated, all these different things, all these different stories of what looks like solutions are coming and all these different things, which could be true. But where are you going to be with you? What is your relationship with you going to be like? So, for example, you can find the love of your life, but if you do not work on loving yourself, or better said, on surrendering to the love that you are, the very epicenter of love itself, then you're going to reject, you're going to deny, and you're going to think that there's a reason why justified for you to push away love. The same thing as when solutions come. So, the reason why I wanted to share about this is, what is the lesson? The lesson is, how long are you going to keep pushing yourself away? How long are you going to keep pushing the opportunities that are in plain sight for you? But yet if you're perceiving it with your head, then this is a lower technology of what is a higher technology that's not even the heart, but it is within the center of our beingness. And that ability to be sensitive, to have that sensitivity, that is not a weakness, it is a gift. But if you look at that sensitivity from the outside or from your mental, you're going to think something's wrong with you. But if you look at that sensitivity like a gift, then whatever you think is wrong with you, you're going to highlight, not you, but your higher self is going to highlight, your God self is going to elevate and illuminate you to be able to see from God's eyes in a deeper way. Because of course, the more you unfold, the more you discover, the more you uncover. And this is like full disclosure. Like we're waiting for disclosure to happen about the corruption, the conspiracy, the deception, the manipulation, the lies and the cheats and the betrayals of governments, of corporations, of entities, of institutes, of churches, of schools, of all these different things. But think about how much energy you are exhausting yourself, thinking that one day you're going to discover the truth outside of you. Let me tell you, I played that role. So I want to share with you why I share the Vibrillionaire forecast. Vibrillionaire forecast. Because the Vibrillionaire forecast gives us, like if you want to say a roadmap that is based on sensors, if we're being accurately told, about the collective consciousness of the planet, which is a brain scan of Gaia's brain. because we are the neural system of the planet. And humanity more plays the neural system because we've been gifted the gift of thinking for ourselves. But yet very few people do. We've been gifted the gift of feeling for ourselves, but very few people do. We have been gifted to dream, envision, and create, co-creating for ourselves, and very few people do. Everyone is doing these things, but they were doing it unconsciously. So you're not thinking for yourself. You're not feeling for yourself. You're allowing Hollywood, the industry, the corporations, the politics, all these different things, you're allowing them to feel for you. You're allowing an external idea or belief system to feel for you, to think for you. And this is a call to action to break from the shell of conformity. And it might feel a little bit uncomfortable. And this is why the call to action, that if you need support, you are not alone in this. Not only you're supported on the outside, which this is a minute support, because if you can go within yourself, you don't need any support. I'm going to say that again. If you can be in the quiet with yourself and all what appears to be demons and darkness and death and destruction and judgment and fear, and if you can see it for what it truly is, your teachers, and you can hold that space of love for yourself, you don't need anyone. But there are many of you that feel like this is too challenging. When I go within myself, oh my gosh, there's so much judgment. When I go within myself, there's so much anxiety. There's so much worry. There's so much fear. And you keep going in circles and you try to change things on the outside. You change partners. You change zip codes. You change business ventures. You go from one MLM to another MLM. You go from one belief system to another belief system. You go from one story to the next, to the next, to the next. And this is what feels like running around like a dog or a cat chasing its tail. And we see how idiotic, no judgment, how silly that looks, better said. How silly that looks. Oh my gosh, my cat's chasing its tail. Mine does too. Dogs chase their tail. Why? We ask ourselves, why do they chase their tail? But psychologically, we're chasing our tail. And we're waiting, believing that a person is going to change the events of the world. And even though they do, how is that going to affect the shift in your mental state, in your physical state? Meaning, we can have a great president, but if you don't go work out, you're going to continue to get the experiences that you get to get. If you don't change the way, what are you focused on? Are you watching the news? Are you watching gossip? If you don't change those states, something can change outside of you. But because you're so convinced of the reality that's being projected, that unconsciously you're accepting, and even consciously you're believing, then no matter what comes outside of you, the love is going to feel like a threat. The peace, the love, the joy is going to feel like a danger, like a crisis. Why? Because it's purging what doesn't want to let go deep inside of you. So this is why we're creating the curriculum. This is why we're calling whoever's watching this, if you're open to this, to call to action, to work together. Because we need one another. We cannot do this alone. I've done this alone, so to speak. I've never done it alone. But the physical body has done it alone. But it's realized that it's time to take action. So how can we apply this in our lives? Think for yourself. Whenever you watch something and you hear those stories that say, oh, this person's bad, or this, or that, ask yourself, who is thinking those thoughts? Who is that person talking? Because it's not you. Number 2, whenever you feel emotionally engaged with something, take a breath. And this is a trick that I give to people when they watch a movie. Look at it like there's cameras directing, filming the movie. So when you can get outside in the observer state, you realize, oh, wait a minute, it's just a movie. It's just a movie. Same thing with life. Work with your breath. If you catch yourself breathing unconsciously, this is affecting your mental state. This is affecting the physical health of your body. This is affecting the way you project into your reality. Take more time, even two to three times out of the day, set an alarm clock and breathe consciously throughout the day. And you're going to see, once you start doing this, you're going to set more alarms. But once you set more alarms, it's going to be like, okay, I could do this on my own. There's another way. Ground. There's so much energy being poured of the photonic energy, the positive energy, if what's what we want to call that, the electric charge, that we're very little grounding. So our energies are moving, but they're being stuck in our bodies. They're being stuck in our bodies. And because these energies aren't moving, we think something's wrong with us. Go ground outside. Ground and perceive and open up that you're part of something much bigger than this little you that you think you are. And the more you embody that, not even belief, but that knowing, because we see we're part of something bigger, so it's not just a belief. There's a knowing that we're part of something bigger. Like even trees are wider than us. So we know we're part of something bigger. And when we realize we're part of something bigger, then we'll get outside of ourselves that, oh, my problems are not that great. My problems are small. Because somebody would love to be in my position that's suffering so much more. So this is getting outside of this little box of identity that you think you are. And this is what we're going to dive deep into. We're going to dive deep into this, not just on a mental level, not just on a verbal level, but we're going to embody this vibration, this state of consciousness, and we're going to really, really transform from within. And not from a forceful state of transformation, but from a flow, trust, love, unconditional, non-judgmental, authentic seeing, clear seeing. So, and we're going to be able to talk about anything and everything. That's the key. Because there's no judgment. So the other part is maintaining your hydration. Just because we're in the winter does not mean stop drinking water. You're mostly dehydrated. And eat clean foods. Charged electric foods. Now don't eat to be... we're going to go into this, so I know I can make this into a long video. But I'm going to tell you, don't eat to be something. Because wanting something is accepting you're not it. When you know you're it, you don't need something to be that you are. You're just taking care of the vessel. You're just honoring the mechanism that you've been given as a multidimensional, powerful, divine, dimensional being in this little body. You are the universe in this little body. So when you do the work from a place of honoring the body, not trying to get somewhere, not trying to accomplish something, not trying to chase something, but in that surrender state of, I surrender. Because when you eat, you surrender. Because you trust that whatever you eat, your body's going to do its job. It's already doing its job. So trust that it's doing its job. Okay, so foods. Movement. Yeah, yoga, exercise. Like even stretches. Like just you're stuck in an office all day. Like do some stretches. Like just stretch and hold that stretch. And, be present with your body. Feel your body. And when you eat, be present when you eat. And when you go to the bathroom, be present when you go to the bathroom. Don't pick up the phone because you're doing what you've been asking to do. So many of us say, oh, I want to let go, I want to let go, I want to let go. And then we go to the bathroom, what do? We dishonor the letting go process because we're on the phone before we had newspapers, before we had magazines. Honor the process of letting go. Let go of your phone. Let go of your iPad. Let go of your music. Take your Bluetooth out of your ears. That's another thing. Your Bluetooth speakers are messing with the cognitive harmonic frequency of your neural pathways because you're putting artificial technology always in your ears, even the Apple Watches. I'm talking about when you work on your consciousness and you get to a certain state, none of this will affect you. But while you're working on your consciousness, be mindful, be conscious of these things. So when you go to the bathroom, like really allow yourself to let go. Connect with your body. And you're going to see the more you relax, if you're constipated, you're going to relax into letting go. Relax and let go. And just be joyful and thank your body. Thank you for purging and detoxifying my body in whatever way you can and letting go. What a beautiful thing that is. Same thing when you're eating. Eat. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for this sustenance. I'm so thankful for this drink. I'm so thankful for this food. Honor. Be in this space of what the Christians, which I grew up as, they say pray without ceasing. Praying is being present. Being present is your greatest prayer to the universe, to God, to Source. So the more you can do these things, the more you're going to see transformations in your life, that you will discover things about you that you think there's something wrong with you, but those things that you thought were wrong with you were pointing you to take action on these things. The other thing, going to the bathroom, taking a shower, bathe in the light of your consciousness. Take a shower and just feel whatever no longer serves you, just being washed away, being baptized by the Spirit, because the Spirit is in everything and in nothing all in one. Meaning it's in the moments where you think nothing is, it's there. And in everything that you see outside of yourself, it's there. And what you can't see, it's even much more there. So, what else? Let me breathe. Grounding. I think that's good for right now. But there's much more coming. And I'm going to be sharing much more because I desire to inspire you that if this moves something in you, share your gifts. Share your love with the world. Because let me tell you, I don't even know how many numbers, 8 or 9 billion people on the planet right now. It needs you to shine your light. It needs you to shine your light. Because you've agreed with other people to match frequencies that not just for yourself, but for them to realize that there's something much greater. And they can even imagine within them, projected out and demonstrated like a beautiful masterpiece being painted all around us, waiting for you. So, if you would love to be part of this journey with Samadhi, the free group is the Gardeners of Higher Consciousness. You can work with us and invest in working with us, with Alice and I. Let me tell you, we're barely getting started. And there's no more work to do of, oh, I got to do this. Everything is already beautiful, perfect, whole, and complete. Just take action on it. Because you cannot over-perfect what's already perfected. It's already perfect. The only thing is this is convincing you and projecting what you believe is not perfect. So, the call to action is comment below if you're ready to take your life to the next level. And you're ready to start now. Like not tomorrow, not next year, now. And also, remember this is winter. This is a time for you to let go of your busyness if you're being busy and go within. And when you do take action, honor the pauses, honor the rest. Because that's where the magic truly happens. So in the meantime, I trust, I know, and I love that you enjoyed this message. If you would like to follow us, subscribe to our channels, connect with us, because we're, like I said, we're barely getting started. If you'd like to go deeper dive and be a part of the free group, Gardeners of Higher Consciousness, if you'd like to be a part of the paid group and private mentorship, where you're going to get the paid group from private mentorship, then let us know, and we would love to include you. Because we know what not to do, so you don't have to struggle and continue in the chaos, the crisis, the critical, judgmental, debilitating, exhausting ego, mind, brain state. So if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're ready to live a life that is for you, and it's here now for you, like right now, it's here now. That's the paradigm shift. It's not coming outside of you. The paradigm shift is you. If you're ready for it, let us know. We're here to support you and serve you. And thank you so much, Daniel Bullen, Jose Cerda. Great to see you, beautiful mirror. We love you. So in the meantime, we're here to support you. So also tag somebody that can benefit from this video. Help us help other people so that we can truly unite and transform the world, because the world is waiting for us. It's been waiting for us, but it's no longer waiting. Now it's moving. Are we going to move with it? Because this is a collective movement. So get ready for the fireworks. Get ready for the love, because it's beaming down like never before from within. Remember, what you see outside is a minute reflection of what's within. So what you think is big on the outside, there's something much, much, much greater happening within. And remember, this is not going to be televised on your TVs, on your phones. It's not an external. It is going to be realized from the internal deepest part of you. And it's within us all, the one heart that vibrates, beats, and resonates within us all. harmony. Harmonize with you. In the meantime, like always, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you truly are.